Hi there, and welcome to this week's broadcast. I am super excited to share over the next several weeks short interviews with some of my students. Now, these are students who joined my mini course From Doodles to Dollars, and then they came into my signature program, the Pattern Design Academy. And I think you're going to be very inspired to hear about what they were doing before they learned about surface design and what they're doing a very short time after coming into my hashtag Anne's Universe. Without further ado, let's jump in to this week's interview. So Becky, let's get started by saying, first of all, it's great to have you here. Tell us where you are in the world.
I am in the Midwest, Indianapolis, Indiana, where I have lived most of my life.
Most of your life, yes. And you have been creative always. So tell us a little bit about that.
I come from a very creative family. And when I was little, there were always art supplies and arts and crafts and on the kitchen table. And we just had fun with that. And painting, I learned to sew when I was 6. So yeah, I've just always been surrounded by creativity.
Yeah. And so you had not actually done surface design per se, right? Until you found, sort of came into my world. How did that happen? How did you find me? And then what kind of intrigued you about surface design?
Well, what's interesting is when I was little, I wanted to be a fabric designer. I mean, that was just what I wanted to do. And I've done a lot of creative things and had wonderful businesses, but never surface pattern design. And I was on Facebook and saw the Doodles to Dollars and jumped into that. And I was like, this is my next step in life. And this found me at the right time.
Show us some of the amazing things you're making and selling.
I've got the cosmetic bags on Society 6, the little carry-all.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
pouches.
So pretty. So pretty. So the one on the bottom looks like one of your very first patterns, if I'm remembering, that you made.
This,
right?
Right here. My first pattern.
Yeah, super cute.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that's so fun about this new learning surface design is that sometimes the very first patterns that you make are your all-time favorites.
Yes, I go back to it time and time again because it makes me so happy.
I also cannot even describe what it feels like when you get your first real product that has your design on it. Tell me what that felt like for you.
Oh my gosh. Well, of course, my mom's my number one buyer. She just bought all kinds of stuff. And you know, that first box when it came and you're like, oh my gosh, this is my product. And here it is. And I created this. I drew this. I colored it. I made it into a pattern. It's an amazing feeling. And the other amazing feeling is when you sell to someone you don't know. When I had my first sale of a non-family or friend, I was like, someone in Pennsylvania bought from me.
Right. Which is so validating. And so talk a little bit about your choice of color. And that as you show more products to us, tell us about this love of bright and sunny colors.
I've got, let's see, notepads from Zazzle that I do. And I have been a pink and green, like preppy all my life, even before preppy was a thing. And so I am drawn to those colors. I am drawn to florals, stripes, plaids, and I love working with them. I love drawing them. It's all great. And, you know, I debated whether or not to go to different colors or different designs. And I thought they're not me. You know, I want to be true to myself. I don't put my stuff on all products. I really think about what works together. The cosmetic bags on Society 6 come in 3 sizes. I'm going to scoot back so you can see this better. So there's the smallest size, and they really are carry-all bags. There's a medium size, and then this large size that really holds a lot. And so those are fun to do. What I did, which was really fun, is I found all my old sketchbooks
Great.
From the early 90s, and found all these designs I had done and all these motifs. And so I traced them with black pen and was in the process of scanning them in, and my scanner broke. So I've got to get that figured out or buy a new one. And then you just dig in and start playing around with your motifs and see what magic happens. And it's so fun to see a design come to life. Got to figure out what works for you. And I just couldn't wait week to week for the modules to come out. And I'm planning on taking the Academy again in May. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be fun.